Good afternoon and welcome to 55 Plus Live. My name is Nick England.
And I'm Leila Peg.
And today is Tuesday, April 20th. Welcome to the show. All right, Leila, so what do we have going on today?
So we've got a great show today. We are going to be celebrating National Pet Month.
Nice.
So we're going to be featuring a bunch of our 55 plus members and staff and their pets. We've got a couple of newbie pets. You've probably heard of pandemic pets, just people who are home. And so took this time to adopt. So adoptions are way up.
Yeah, I've got a couple in my house for that reason.
Yes, a couple in your house. I know Sydney Reed has a pandemic pet. I have a pandemic pet.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there are some of our 55 plus members and staff who've had their beloved pets for a long time, which you have those as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we'll be featuring those
Yes.
today. It's going to be a fun show.
Yep.
So a couple other things that are happening. We have our front yard interview, of course, with Elizabeth. She's going to be at a dog park, so fitting into the theme of Pet Month today. And then we're also going to be talking about Anne's retirement. Anne, if you don't know, is a 55 plus program manager. She's been with the county for 13 years, and Leila's going to be doing an interview with her. So we're excited to hear from her. We're excited that she's able to retire, although it's going to be a tough loss without her as well.
The 55 plus guide that we all know and love was mainly her baby. She was behind a lot of that, the production of that publication, still is, and so just has done tremendous work.
Truly a
the
legend
county.
in the 55 plus program for sure.
Yes.
So looking forward to that. All right, cool. Well, and then of course we're going to wrap it up with our top 5 interview, and we'll be featuring some of y'all's pets and some of our pets, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But first we're going to go to Sydney, who has the 55 plus forecast of programs coming up for the next week. Take it away, Sydney.
Thanks, Nick and Leila. Today's episode features my favorite topic, pets. I'm looking forward to seeing your pets and debuting my pal Frank, who is a Dachshund that I adopted back in August. As always, I'm Sydney, and I'm here to give you the program forecast for the next 2 weeks. As you can see, we've got a ton of stuff for you as always. So I'm going to start with Wednesday, which is the 21st. So on Wednesday, you can get outside and enjoy the blooming spring scenery with either the 55 plus walk or the yarn creations in the park. You can also enjoy some virtual discussions on both local history and genealogy. Going into Thursday, the 22nd, as you can see, there's plenty of options for you to choose from. As it's Earth Month, I wanted to highlight causes and consequences of global warming. In this program, you'll learn about what causes our world to warm and cool, how this period of global warming is different from the rest of the Earth's geological history, the harm caused, what actions we can do, and where to find more. That program will be presented by David Herring. Finally, closing out the week on Friday, the 23rd, you can do some line dancing in the park, have a nice fun day out dancing. Next week, starting with Monday the 26th, we also have a lot of virtual and outdoor programs. It's an ongoing theme for the spring and the summer. So have you been cooking more during the pandemic? Join us to share your favorite recipes with some of your 55 plus friends and neighbors in the program Recipe Roundtable, favorite healthy recipes. So make sure you bring in healthy recipes to this program. Next, on Tuesday the 27th, join volunteer and comedian Paul Singh as he teaches you how to discover ways to create a more happy and joyful, fulfilling life for yourself and others around you. This is the program Happiness 101. On Wednesday, the 28th, learn some little-known facts about history's worst blunders leading up to disasters like the sinking of the Titanic, Pearl Harbor, the Space Shuttle Challenger explosion, 9/11, and others, where numerous lives were unnecessarily lost. Hear what really happened in the program, Shocking Blunders That Shaped History. Next, on Thursday the 29th, if you're looking to try something new, you should check out Drumming Circle. This is another program that's in the park. So even if Ringo Starr wasn't your favorite Beatle, you may find that playing the drums in a drumming circle is your new favorite thing. It gives an opportunity for self-expression and to share in an engaging group. Ringo is my favorite drummer, as he should be for everyone. Finally, on Friday the 30th, test out your knowledge in what's sure to be a fun-filled movie trivia game. Lots of programs, as always. Hopefully there are a couple that you're interested in trying out. And as always, back to you, Nick and Leila.
Thanks, Sydney. So as you can see, we've got a lot of great programs coming up. And just a reminder to please register for our outdoor programs. Lots of variety there. And the weather's just getting better and better.
Yeah.
I just wanted to plug a couple of really interesting virtual programs that we have coming up in May. Can you believe it's almost May?
No.
And the first one is May 7th, which is going to be, oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong page. Black Women and the Space Race, which is actually going to be, it is on May 7th. 1:30 to 2:30. That one sounds really interesting if you've heard of the movie Hidden Figures.
Yeah,
It's
a great movie.
going to be a presentation about that. And we also have Cold War Intelligence in the Skies on May 26th. So two really cool, interesting programs, virtual programs coming up in May. I wanted to just plug my documentary discussion also on May 7th, on May 10th, I'm sorry, which is about the second highest mountain in the world, K2, and it's like the dangers of the world's most dangerous mountain. So that one should be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, we have identity theft on May 4th. So just with the prevalence of just more technology use, there seems to be more of that going on, unfortunately. So just make sure that you kind of are more knowledgeable about identity theft and ways that you can prevent it.
Yeah, both an interesting and important subject for sure.
Yep.
And of course, we have a special announcement here today. We're breaking some news with you guys. We have a new special event that we're excited coming up on May 18th. It's called Springo.
Springo!
Yeah, it's bingo in spring. It's going to be really our first in-person special event since we closed centers down. It's going to be taking place at Bluemont Park. It's coming up in May. Look in your email later in this week. There'll be a special announcement going out to all 55 plus members that will have all the details of how to register and how to sign up and what's going to happen there. So looking forward to that. Really excited to see some people back in person, and that's great. So without further ado, we're going to go now to our front yard interview with Elizabeth, who is with Jack Kadosh doing.
And his adorable golden doodle.
Oh, that's right, yeah, in the dog park at Roslyn. So excited for that. Take it away, Elizabeth.
Hi, and welcome to another segment of Front Yard Interviews. I'm here at the Roslyn Dog Park because we all know during the pandemic there was a puppy boom. I'm here, next to me is Jack Kadosh and Murphy, his dog. Hi, Jack. Thanks for coming out.
Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you.
So, can you tell me about when you decided to get a dog? And have you ever had a dog before?
Dog long time ago when I was a child. And earlier last year, with the onset of the pandemic, in our neighborhood, people were getting dogs. I retired a couple of years ago and had time on my hands, and I was walking around and I would see the other dogs and I would play with the new puppies. And my girlfriend, who was in Italy at the time working for the Defense Department, said, "You got to get a dog. You got to get a dog." I was telling her all the stories about what a great time I was having. So I decided I would join the puppy pandemic in our neighborhood. We have 5 that were all born within about 3 or 4 months of each other, and since then 2 more have come. So we have 7 puppies in about a block-and-a-half circle, and they all love to play with each other.
Oh, wow. Well, can you tell us about your where you got the dog? Where did you pick him up?
At the time I was looking, all the shelters and everything, they were closed. There weren't any puppies available. I went online and found there are a number of dogs available online if you look, and found one was in Ohio at an Amish farm, and it had pictures, and I talked to the guy, and I actually flew to Columbus, Ohio, rented a car and drove up to Millersburg, Ohio, and picked Murphy up, and we've been together ever since.
Oh, that's great. So now, can you tell us a little bit about Murphy? What kind of breed he is, how old he is?
Murphy turned 1 year old last Sunday, and he is
Happy
a mini.
birthday, Murphy!
He is a mini golden doodle, half golden retriever, half poodle. He is 42 pounds. That's pretty much his full weight. He hit that at about 8 months. So he's been the same. We've been weighing him regularly to keep track of him. He's very friendly, gets along with all the dogs and people in the neighborhood. And he's a neighborhood favorite. People come out to see him, and the other dogs come out to play with him.
And how did you decide on the name?
Murphy is a family name.
Oh,
It's my
great.
mother's maiden name. She passed away in 2019. And as I was thinking about dogs' names to get him, I said, well, Murphy would be great. Plus, a couple of other dogs I've known have been named Murphy, and it just seemed like a good name.
So does Murphy have any commands he's learned or tricks?
Well, no tricks. I'm not trained in a circus. He's good about sitting if I have treats, although with these other dogs that are attracting his attention, I don't know if he would do that. Murphy? No, he's not going to do anything. Hang on.
And there he goes.
Hang on. Come on back, Murph. Murphy doesn't understand why we're at the dog park and he's not inside. But he knows wait, and he knows drop, and he knows sit, and he'll come when he calls. Although if he's in the dog park and he sees another dog and I'm calling Murphy, it's like I don't exist.
Yeah, I understand. And so can
and
you
squirrels and birds.
Of course. And can you tell us what the best thing about being a dog owner is?
Well, there's several great things about being a dog owner. On the inside of the house, it's having a companion and watching them grow and learn and do things and come along and want to do different sort of things. On the outside, I have learned so much more about my neighborhood and the people in my neighborhood. I've met people that I would wave to on the way to the mailbox or coming home from work that I never knew much about. They want to know all about Murphy and play with Murphy, and then we talk and we learn more about each other. So it's really been inside, the companionship, outside, the friendship and camaraderie of the neighborhood.
Well, that's great. Well, that wraps it up for us here at the Roslyn Dog Park. I hope you all, if you have a dog, enjoy them, take them for a walk. And back to you, Nick and Leela.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Thank you so much, Jack. It looked like so much fun out there in the dog park, all of them running around, having a great time. And what a great, beautiful day and beautiful weather for that interview. So thanks again. All right, so we go now to Leela, who is going to be interviewing one of our own 55 plus staff members, Ann Perret, who will be retiring soon. So take that away, Leela.
Thanks, Nick. I am here today with Ann Perret, the legend. And Ann is retiring. So she is officially retiring at the end of this month. So we wanted to definitely take the time to just recognize her contribution to 55 plus programs and just take the time to interview you. You can think of this as like your kind of fun exit interview. So Ann, how long have you worked for Arlington County?
Thank you, Leela. I've been here 13 years.
Okay, 13 years.
Seen some changes over that time, yes.
That's amazing. And have you always worked with senior programs?
No, I haven't. I've always worked in public programming.
Mm-hmm.
I started in the museum field. I worked for the Smithsonian. I worked as director of an of an historic house museum. I worked in recreation programs in a parks environment and even day camps. A lot of the activities we put on, the public presentations, educational activities, do attract a retired audience. Oh, especially when I worked designing and producing study tours for museum and alumni groups. So there have been a lot of older participants, but I haven't always been in senior programs.
Okay.
But I like this group the most.
Oh, good. Well, so you were in the area before, before you started working for Arlington County and were working with Smithsonian and
Yes.
historical houses and things like that. That's so interesting. I didn't know that background about Anne, but it kind of fits with, because you've always seemed to love art history, travel, and just.
Well, yeah, I majored in history. I double majored in history and art history. So those activities resonate for me, and I hope for our audience of older Arlingtonians.
Okay. Well, so it's been 13 years. What has been rewarding about the time that you've worked with Parks and Recreation 55 plus programs?
I think the progress we've made with our programming, when I came, it was a little bit more the traditional senior center activities. And we've really expanded our offerings that have to do with the humanities, the history discussion groups that have grown up. The art history programs have more than doubled. We have a good following for our Joan Hart lectures. We have programs along those lines, reignite your creativity, the artist's way types of practices. We have a series on writing your life history that's been meaningful for people, the short story reading and discussions, those programs that look a little bit more into the reflective type of programs, as well as the other things going on, the bridge that people love and devote hours and hours to. I've really enjoyed working with the Spellbinders. It's our oral storytelling group, and they're just lovely, lovely people who go into the schools. They don't read, they perform. They do oral storytelling in day camps, schools, nature centers.
I've seen them. They are amazing, and they're great with the kids in the day camps.
Yeah, it's a wonderful program that Arlington supports, I think. It's a great volunteer activity for a certain group of people. You can sort of set your own schedule, and I think they feel very rewarded by the intellectual challenge of it, as well as getting to see some kids and make a difference. I've also been happy to see the progress we've made with the 55 plus program guide. We've revamped that over the years. It's now on a seasonal quarterly schedule. So I've felt like we've done a lot of worthwhile work over the years. And one thing that's really nice is when you work on the local level, you really can have a face-to-face sense of the difference you can make in people's lives. So it's nice to be able to see the smiles from participants and hear them say, this meant a lot to me.
Well, Anne, I don't think if our audience knows just how much Anne is responsible for a lot of the coordination for all of these different programs and the guide. She's kind of the I guess, the person in the background that ensures all of this stuff kind of happens, getting like the coordinators. I think you were the one that found, our bridge folks
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and Joan Hart and a lot of the services, the Medicare, the continuum of care, just
Oh, thank you.
a lot of those things, and just the guide. The guide is amazing and really ensures that is done well. And
Thank you.
so we are really going to feel Anne's absence.
But I'm still, I live in
know.
Arlington, I'm still gonna be here.
Yes.
You can call anytime, I'll get to participate I rarely feel like I have the time to go take advantage of some of these great programs.
Yeah.
So,
Well, just thank you for
thank you.
just
You're welcome.
all of your work and you're just very detailed about everything and it just really shows in Anne's work. So she will be missed, but I know she is looking forward to retirement. So we want to know what's on your bucket list for retirement.
Well, I love to travel, and I've been lucky enough to be able to travel the past several years. I want to return to it. Trips I'd like to take in the future would be to Sub-Saharan Africa or South Africa for wildlife. I'd love to go to Antarctica before it melts away. And also some local and domestic trips. I'm not going to make any volunteer commitments too soon, although I will be co-coaching a balance program this summer. And that's another thing that I think we feel real good about, those balance programs that and fall prevention.
Right.
And then we'll just see what the future holds. I think it's good not to jump into too much too soon.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, if you travel abroad now, you have to quarantine. So you definitely don't want to do that until that.
Well, right. That might be down the road.
Right.
But
Right. Well, I hope U.S. travel. One thing on your bucket list for U.S. travel.
I'll probably visit some friends in Ohio. It's a 7-hour drive,
Okay.
and that would be easy enough.
Right.
And my cousins in Rehoboth are there much of the year. So, they're in Rehoboth. I have cousins who spend much of the year in Rehoboth, so I'll see
Nice.
them and visit some other friends out there. So,
Rehoboth is so nice. If anyone hasn't been there, that's a great local, getaway. 3 hours away, right? Okay. Well, Anne, thank you so much for being with us today and sharing, some of the history of your time here in Arlington and kind of, a little sneak peek into what the future might hold as far as some of the things you want to do in retirement. But we just are going to miss Anne, and we thank you for everything.
oh, thank you.
And yes, back to you, Nick. All right.
All right, and we're back. And for our final segment, which is our top
five.
And today we're talking about 55 plus pets. Super exciting. I love seeing the pets. All right.
Yes. Happy National Pet Month.
Yes. So getting started here, we have Frank, who's Sydney's dog. Frank, Sydney, so cute. Where'd you get Frank from, Sydney?
I adopted him from a shelter in Georgia.
Oh
so
my
it was
gosh.
a long distance relationship.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
a Southern dog.
Can we call him a wiener dog? Is that still appropriate? Do we have to call him a
I
Dotson?
think so.
Okay, I love that.
He's
I love
also,
him. He's so smiley right there.
Francisco,
Yeah.
apparently is his full name.
Francisco.
Yes.
Francois, right? Francois. Okay.
Frankincense.
And Chip, this is your dog. This is your pandemic dog.
These are both pandemic pets.
I love the shoe in his mouth.
I
It's
know,
adorable.
he's chewing on stuff, but he is not a puppy, so I made sure that we did not have to potty train.
Nice. Oh gosh, yeah. Because you're a little new to dog owning, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are first-time dog owners.
yeah.
So I signed up for the behavior classes and everything because
Nice.
he knows no commands.
Nice.
But yes, this is Chip, and he's also a Southern dog. He's from South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
So apparently a bunch of dogs from the South are being shipped up
Nice.
here.
Yeah,
So,
well, we're
and
happy to
being-
have them.
Yeah, we
All
are.
right. Oh.
Okay, so now how cute is this? Lolly.
Oh.
This is Susan Court's, actually, this is her grand pet.
Oh.
And she spends a lot of time with her grandkids. So this is Lolly, and she said that apparently Lolly enjoys lounging by the fire rather than sledding.
Yeah. I love both
would
of
have
these.
to agree with that.
Yeah, me too, exactly. She looks so like right at home there
I
next
know.
to the fireplace. But I also love the little outfit as well.
Yes.
Very nice.
I love dogs in outfits. They're
Yeah.
so cute.
That I know.
But yes, adorable Susan. Thank you
Yeah,
for
thank you,
submitting
Susan.
that.
Definitely.
Okay, and next,
Yes, these are my cats. I am a crazy cat person, that is true. This is Roslyn and Lana. Her formal name is Lana Del Rey because she's a little bit of a diva. But
she looks like a diva.
she's a diva for sure.
Look at her. She's
yes.
posing next
Yeah.
to the Christmas tree.
Yeah, they're very dramatic.
These are
and
great pictures, by the way.
Thanks. They're sweet little pets. So when they're not being a pain.
Did you get them from shelters? Also?
Yeah, I got them from the DC shelter on New York Ave, I think. It was a while back. They're about 5 or 6 now. So
Okay.
anyway, yeah, I think they wake
Beautiful.
me up in the morning. All right.
Okay, let's see. And more cats. Next, we have Monty and Benny from
Oh.
Fran DeLuca.
I love an orange
I
tabby
know
cat.
Fran sent in a little, let me read this to you
nice,
guys.
yeah.
They were adopted from King Street Cats.
Oh,
And Monty likes to eat a lot, and Benny enjoys spending time on Zoom calls with her. Is it Lana or?
yes.
That-
Roslyn is really
Roslyn likes the
she
Zoom.
loves to cameo in all of my Zoom productions. That's
Maybe that's a cat thing, because apparently Benny really likes that too.
yeah, it's just it's only when you turn Zoom on, right? Like that they're not bugging you the rest of the day. It's just like, oh, you're talking to someone, it must be me. Anyway,
Well, Fran, they are beautiful
Yes,
cats. And look
so
at them,
cute.
they're posing
I
on
love
the
how
bed
they
for
like sit
them.
close to each other too. Like not all cats do that, so that's really sweet.
Yes. Beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
Super cute. Okay.
And oh, this is Jennifer Collins' dog. Jennifer is our 55 plus unit manager, of course. And this is her family's dog, Patty Cake. I love that
Patty
name.
Cake.
What a cute name. That's
Jennifer,
great.
you're going to have to tell us how
Yeah.
that name came about.
That
But
is
it's adorable.
Very true.
And the
She's-
dog is adorable.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yes. So, of course, we do a top 5 every show, and if you have anything you'd like to submit, we do a different theme every show. So we always take new suggestions from any of our viewers, and of course, check out our survey. We'll link it below as well. We always like to get input from you guys. We like to see pictures of the activities, the things you're working on, the programs you're participating in as well. So please participate in our survey, fill out those questions, and we'll look forward to our next show. Thank you all for joining us. And
Thank you. And we will see you on May 4th.
yeah, may the 4th be with you. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. I like that.